Hello, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are keeping fine. This is the next class of class 6th, History and Civics, lesson number 1, part 2. Here I am Samreen Khan going to start part 2 of lesson 1. As I have already explained you lesson number 1, that is the introduction of history. Before that, I hope you all are taking your online classes seriously and doing your homework as well. Here, as I too gave you some homework, short questions to write in your notebook, I hope you all have done that one. Before starting the next topic, the next part of this chapter, first let's recall what we have studied in the previous video. As we were studying about the introduction of history, so let's recall history is a systematic record of past events. Then we studied about two source materials. For example, archaeological and literary source material. There are two types of source materials. Then we studied about the Stone Age, that the Stone Age is the period when stone was the most widely used material for making simple tools. And we studied about early men and the achievements of early men, that men discovered fire, he started domesticating animals and cultivation of crops, he started making simple tools and invented the wheel. All these things we studied in the previous video. Then we studied about some metals. As copper was the first metal used by men, the discovery of copper marked the transition from the Stone Age to the age of metals. Then we studied about bronze and how early men came to know about bronze when men invented bronze by mixing tin and copper. That invention marked the beginning of Bronze Age. So, how he came to know about bronze? Once he mixed tin with copper and he got one new metal, bronze. Then we had some short questions after that, and I asked you to write in your notebook. Here in this video we are going to do long answers, long questions. Here you can see the first question is, as you all are having books, if not, so I have already written the question. You only have to write two questions. There are two questions in your book from this chapter. So the first question is, explain with the example the difference between archaeological and literary source materials. So first we are supposed to write archaeological source materials, that is, the study of materials remains of past human existence is called archaeology, which include tools, buildings, weapons, coins, writing on objects, etc. These topics, both archaeological and literary source materials, I have explained in the previous video. Next we have to write literary source material, because we have to create a difference between both of them. So literary source material is all written records of the past are literary source materials, which include all kinds of handwritten documents and inscriptions. Students, I already explained in the previous video about handwritten documents. Handwritten documents are called manuscripts, and inscriptions. Inscriptions may be kind of writing written on the walls, temples, or buildings, or clay tablets, whatever, come under inscriptions. So these two materials, archaeology and literary source material, you have to write in your notebook. This is your first long answer. Now come to the next question. What were the main achievements of humans in the Stone Age? This topic also I have clearly explained you in the previous video, that what were the main achievements of humans in the Stone Age. See on the screen here, human achievements in the Stone Age. First point is, here I have written 5 points. The first point is, during the Stone Age, men discovered and learned to make fire. Domesticated animals such as goats, sheep and cows. Cultivated crops and became a food producer. Designed various tools such as axes for cutting trees. Then the fifth point is, invented the wheel, which improved transportation and helped in pottery making. I have already explained these 5 points in the previous video. This is the answer of your second question, which you have to write in your notebook. So dear student, altogether you have 5 short questions in this chapter and 2 long questions. Almost we have completed. Now come to the next part of the chapter. If you are having books, then you can fill in your book. Otherwise, for practicing, you can write in your notebook to learn well. Fill in the blanks. There are 6 fill in the blanks, as you can see on the screen. The first one is, a person who studies and records the events of the past is called a historian. I have already given you the definition of historian, who are known as historians. So here we are supposed to write historian. The next fill in the blanks is, the study of material remains of past human existence is called archaeology. The third one is, tools, weapons, coins and buildings are archaeological source materials. Fourth one is, the written records of the past, including engraved writings on rocks, pillars and metal plates, are called literary source materials. Next, the first metal used by men was copper. In this video also I told you when I was recalling the chapter. Then the sixth one is, bronze was discovered when man mixed copper and tin. So which metal he received or he got? That was, or you can say he invented bronze. So here we have completed 6 fill in the blanks. Now come to the next part, that is your true false. State whether the following statements are true or false. We have already studied the chapter and I hope you all will be able to do by yourself, but here I am also going to give you the answer so that you may not have any kind of confusion. Let's see that. History is based, the first sentence, history is based on evidence called source material. Yes, it is true. Whatever evidence we are having to know more about history, to know more about our past, come under source material. So that statement is true. Next one is, material remains of the past often remain buried in the ground. Yes, we have to keep the material out by digging it out. So this sentence is also true. Next one is, handwritten documents are called inscriptions. No. I told you in this video also, handwritten documents are called manuscripts. So this statement is false. Next one is fourth sentence. The Stone Age lasted for a very short time. Not at all. The Stone Age lasted for a very long time, or for a very long period. This is false. Next one is, fire was discovered in the Stone Age. Yes, fire was discovered in the Stone Age. That is true. As I told you, it was purely a coincidence. How he discovered, he means early human discovered fire. So my dear students, here we have completed 5 true false and fill in the blanks we completed. we have completed, question answers we have completed. So here first chapter is fully completed. What you have to do, you have to complete, if you have not written short answers till now, first you write short answers in your notebook, then you write long answers, 2 questions today I gave you, and then if you are having book, you don't have to write. If you don't have book, for practicing you can write fill in the blanks as well as true false in your notebook. In the next video, I will surely start the next chapter, and in that chapter we are going to study about civilizations, that I will discuss in detail in the next video. Till then, revise this chapter well, and if you have any kind of confusion, you can leave your comment in the comment section, then I will respond there. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.